JC, and this is Dad Bod with JC, where I come at you most evenings with about 60 minutes worth of exercise. Today, I'm just doing upper back and neck stretches. Um, yeah, I took a long weekend and played some tennis, and so my shoulder's a little tight from all that. So I'll get started with some cat cows. 2 sets of cat cows. I do 5 reps per set. And here we go. For the cat cows, I get on my hands and knees. The hands are below the shoulders, the knees are below the hips. And I go down for the cow, up for the cat, for 5. I like to count down from 5. Cow, cat for 4, cow, cat for 3, cow, cat for 2, cow, cat for 1, and done. That was 1 set. I have another set coming up here. So far so good. I'm about day 60 something for this exercise series, and I'm down about 10 pounds. So I've lost about 10 pounds. So that's good. I'm eating a lot more protein. I'm actually eating a bit more than I used to, I believe. I'm just eating a ton more protein. I've dropped a bunch of the carbs out. I've dropped I've dropped a little bit of the fruits and vegetables out. I used to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, a lot of carbs, and not a ton of protein. I thought I was getting enough protein. I was completely wrong on that. Protein's the way to go. Anyways, yeah, I'll continue on. Second set of cat cows. So I'll start with a cow. Cat for 5. Cow. Cat for 4. Cow. Cat for 3. Cow. Cat for 2. Cow. Cat for 1. Yeah, so I also tried a bunch of other things. At first I tried doing this 7 days a week. Then I was like, well, I want to drop down to like Monday through Friday, 5 days a week. That wasn't working quite as well as 7 days a week. I think the 1 hour I'm doing this and the 1 hour I'm not out snacking in the kitchen makes a big difference. I think it's less about this exercise and more about cutting an hour out of my kitchen snack time. And then I'm so tired from doing this every day for an hour that I can't even muster up the strength to snack some more, so I just go straight to bed. And I think that's the difference, for better or for worse. Anyways, child's pose next. 2 sets of child's pose. I'm going to hold for an 8 count. Child's pose is pretty simple. You just put your forearms to the floor, to the mat. Put your forehead between your elbows, basically, and then press your rear end towards your ankles. Once you feel a stretch, you hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release nice and slow. One of the things I was having trouble with when I was stretching at first was when I would release from these positions, I would release kind of quickly and try to move on to the next one. I would get little shooting like it was just shooting pains. There you go, shooting pains all through the muscles I was just stretching. So when I come out as slowly as I can while trying to avoid those little shooting pains. I'm usually successful, not always, but I mean you can only go so slow. I do want to move these things along a little bit. Second set of child's pose coming up. Again, head to the ground next to my elbows, rear end pressing towards my ankles, feeling a good stretch and holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. All right. So that's it for the child's pose. Next up is the wall stretch. I do a lot of these wall stretches. I might have to replace one of these wall stretches with something else in these lists because it ends up being on all my lists, and that's not necessarily a good thing. Okay, for the wall stretch, just attach your forearm to the wall, rotate your feet a little bit to stretch your chest, your shoulder a little bit. Once I find a good stretch with my feet, I continue stretching a little bit more even with my chin pointing away from that chest and holding there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And my other arm's going to hide behind this wall a little bit, but that's okay. These bags, I should say. But it's essentially the same thing. Forearm attaches to the wall. Use my feet to rotate my shoulder into stretch position. And then once I find a good stretch, which is about here, I increase the stretch a little bit by rotating my chin away from that shoulder, holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So back over to this other side. I'm going to do 2 sets of these wall stretches. Yeah. Attaching the forearm, rotating, stretching. Instead of counting, I'll tell my stories here. So yeah, I'm gonna find a stretch to replace this. It shouldn't be too bad. I've been going through a bunch of social media, bookmarking, making little bookmarks for stretching exercises. And I think in the stretching category, I have like 50 bookmarks. So I'll just go in there and dig one out, and hopefully for the next time I do this list, I'll replace either this list or some of these other lists I have. I'll replace the wall stretch because I seem to have it in every one. I like the stretch. I hate doing the same thing over and over again. And for the camera, it's good to have fresh ideas circle through. Doing 8, 7. So yeah, hopefully sooner rather than later I'll have new stretches, new upper body workouts, new lower body workouts, that sort of thing. I have been doing some repeat workouts. Wow, there's a lot of. I'm starting to release some of the tightness in my arm or my shoulder. Okay, so that's it for the wall stretches. Trunk rotation is next. Typically for the trunk rotation, I just windshield wiper my legs on the floor. Today I'm going to rotate in this direction. I've done that in the past. So I'm just going to hold my hands up with my elbows in like the 90-degree position here. And knees slightly bent to protect my knees. And I'm going to rotate to one side. I'm going to do 10 reps. I'm just going to hold it for a couple seconds and then rotate to the other side. I'm counting down from 10, so I'm going to do 10 reps of these. So that's 10. Switch. 9. Switch. 8. Switch. 7. I'm not keeping count all that great. Switch. 6. Switch. 5, switch, switch, 4, switch, switch, 3, switch, switch, 2, switch, switch, 1. That's it. Yeah, when I get to 1, I've already done like the 10 or whatever. Boy, I usually do it on the ground. It feels different on the ground. I think I get more, I don't know. I don't know where I get more rotation. But standing up, it feels, while I'm doing it, it feels more challenging. But it also feels good. It's releasing some tension in my shoulders right now. My shoulders are what's tight. Either way, on the ground, standing up, the trunk rotation, it's good to put a little trunk rotation in. On my sheet, I said I have 3 sets of this trunk rotation. I'm only going to do 2. It's a little repetitive, and I think I'm getting enough out of it so that I can just scooch along with the 2 sets. So I'm going to get started again here. Switch. Hitting this thing. Switch. 10. Switch. Switch. 9. Switch. Switch. 8. Switch. Switch. 7. Switch. Switch. 6. Switch. Switch. 6? I think I already did 6. Let's call it 5. Switch. Switch. 4. Switch. Switch. 3. Switch. Switch. 2. Switch. Switch. 1. You know, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to do the three sets of this, and I'll tell you why. As I've done it, I can feel my sinuses. Don't know why. Probably it might not be related to this exercise at all, but my sinuses completely opened up, and that felt great. You know, I'm breathing easier. It's probably relaxing in some primal way. So I'll go ahead and do the third I have listed on my sheet. Back's still a little tight. My shoulders will loosen up a little bit, but my back is still a little tight. Upper back, that is. All right, here we go. Third set of trunk rotation. I'm kind of liking this better standing up than on the laying down version of this trunk rotation. Yeah, I don't know why my sinuses opened up, but they opened up nice and good there. All right, third set of the trunk rotation, standing up. Hands up in a 90-degree angle here, and then rotating to one side. Back over to the other for 10. Switch. Switch. 9. Switch. Switch. 8. Switch. Switch. 7. Switch. Switch. 6. Switch. Switch. 5. Switch. Switch. 4. Switch. Switch. 3. Switch. Switch. 2, switch, switch, 1. Yeah, my sinuses open up really nice there. I'm curious if there's a trigger or why that might have happened. I'm definitely going to leave that on my list. If my sinuses open up again while I'm doing this trunk rotation, I'll know there's some kind of trigger in here for that weird trunk rotation to like open up my sinuses. Very strange, but I'm not complaining. It felt great. Okay, next up, shoulder rolls. 2 sets of this, 10 shoulder rolls forwards, 10 shoulder rolls back. So for the shoulder rolls, let's go. Let's get started here. Shoulders up towards the ears, out in front of you, shoulders down, shoulders back, and back up towards the ears for 10, and keep rolling them around, nice and slow. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the other way. So starting with the shoulders up high, then the shoulders go back, straight back, then down, then forward, and roll in that direction for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's one set. Another set coming up. I'm gonna have a drink of water. So I took about 3 weeks off. A little 3-week vacation from this for a variety of reasons. Mainly, I took some vacation off of work, and so I was busy doing stuff. I was doing a lot of outdoor stuff too, so I kept busy, and but now I'm back. I'm back to work. I'm back doing this because I really need this to stretch, for an hour a day. Either stretch or exercise for an hour after working for a full day. I work a desk job, so it's important to be able to do this and at least get a little bit of exercise in Monday through Friday. And I'm really trying to scooch in a 1 hour on each day on the weekend. I haven't quite made it the last couple weekends, but I everything feels better if I do it 7 days a week. I mean, it's not like this is really excruciatingly hard stuff. Anyways, I can keep talking while I do my shoulder rolls. So shoulder rolls forward. So shoulders up to the ears, forwards, back down to the back and around. Instead of counting, I'll keep talking. So yeah. So I've been having a hard time doing this on the weekends because I'm pretty tired. I usually play tennis for a couple hours Saturday, a couple hours Sunday. And that doesn't leave me much energy to do this. However, I do have the whole day. So I really should do, at the very least, I should do one of these stretching sessions. I need to put a couple different stretching sessions together so that, this little list that I do, so that I can have a stretch between my Saturday tennis and my Sunday tennis. That, or I really could use some core work too. I mean, I really, one of the things I really wanted to keep doing is core work, and that's one of the things I haven't done in the last 3, 4 weeks. Because last week I missed a few days as well, and I didn't do my core. And I really should do core twice a week. That's one of the places I want to tone the most. Okay, I'm going to switch sides and go towards the back here, rotating counterclockwise, clockwise, the other way, whichever way you're going. So yeah, the idea is I wanted to do core 2 days a week. In a perfect world, I'll do it a Wednesday and one of the weekend days. But like I said, after my 2 hours of tennis, doing an extra hour of core feels a little much. But I think I'm going to have to just buckle down and go through it because I want some results, damn it. Okay, like 3 more here. I want to see some more results. The results are actually, no. I shouldn't be too upset with the results. I'm actually getting some results. After 60 whatever days, I'm close to 10 pounds down. I want some more. I want more results. All right, that's enough of the shoulder rolls. Okay, I didn't count that second set, but if anything, I did more, not less than the 10 forwards and 10 backwards I was planning on. Next up is the neck flex. 3 sets of that, and each set has 3 reps. The neck flex is pretty straightforward. I tilt my head to one side, stretching out this neck on that side, then bringing the head straight down, stretch the back of the neck. Go to the opposite side, and that's 1 rep. To the middle, original side, to the middle, opposite side, 2 reps, the middle, original side, the middle, opposite side, and that's 3 reps. That's 1 set. I got 2 more sets of that coming up. Just gonna wiggle around my neck a little bit, loosen it up, loosen up anything that I need loosening up before the second set. I do need some more water. That's a good thing. All right, here you go. Second set of neck flex coming up. So neck bends over to one side and down. Opposite side. That's 1 rep. Straight down. Original side. Straight down. Opposite side. 2 reps. Straight down. Original side. Straight down. Opposite side. And that's good. That's 2 sets of the neck flex. All right, here we go. 3rd set of the neck flex. I need some water. So yeah. Oh yeah, the neck feels a lot better after that. 1 more set. All right, off to the side. Really pushing that stretch in. Straight down, stretching that back of the neck. Other side. That's 1 rep. Straight down. Original side. Straight down. Opposite side. That's 2 reps. Straight down. Original side. Straight down. Opposite side. And that's 3 reps. And that's the 3 sets. So yeah, it's not a whole lot of work, but boy, it really does loosen up the neck. I highly recommend it. All right, next up, overhead arm reach. I'm just doing 2 sets of this, and it's pretty straightforward. On my sheet, I only have it hold for 3 counts. I'm going to hold it for 5. This feels good. So just interlacing my fingers, putting my arms straight up, and then bending over to the side. Finding a stretch. I'm keeping my arms and my legs and my back and my neck all on the same plane. Once I feel a good stretch, and that's as far as I can go, I'll count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back over to the other side. Gonna feel a good stretch here pretty soon. There, found a good stretch. Gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the middle. That's 1 set. So it's a pretty quick set. But boy, it's definitely a good stretch. I mean, it's really easy. It's easy going, but boy, do I need it. That's the thing. I wouldn't do this if it didn't feel right for me, and it really feels right for me. Again, second set, overhead arm reach. Just interlacing the fingers, going straight up above the head, arms more or less straight up, and then bending over to the side, feeling a good stretch, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Returning to neutral, going over to the other side, gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to neutral, nice and slow. Shaking it out. I wonder if it affects everyone else as much as that affects me. But my back feels different, my arms feel different, my shoulders feel different after that. It's not a big stretch, but boy, it really works for me. For whatever reason, it really works for me. Throws me for a loop a little bit too. All right. Next up is butterfly wings. Yeah, this is straight out of the internet. I would have never thought to do this, but yeah. I have a bunch of notes here, but I'll cut to the chase here. Fingertips, they more or less touch the top of the shoulders. I bring my elbows straight out, and then I exhale as my elbows try to touch in front of me, and inhale on the way out. Away, and I stretch all the way, stretch my chest nice and open. That's an inhale there. All right, that's 10. I'm going to do 10 of these. I'm going to count down from 10. So that's the 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And done with that set. I'm only doing 2 sets of the butterfly wings. So, just going to get a sip of water. Shake out anything loose that I can loosen up on my neck. Every night, every evening I do this. As I'm doing it, my body just wants to shut down and go to sleep. Like, if I had a nice pillow here, I could probably fall asleep pretty quickly. All right, here we go. Got to finish off the stretching before I nod off for the evening. Butterfly wings, second set. Here we go. Get the butterflies up and out. Breathe in here and out for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And done. So done with the butterfly wings. Got 3 more exercises or stretches planned here. I'm going a little quick. I should probably, I am trying to be able to plow through my my lists here a little quicker. As I get to know what I'm doing, it's a little easier for me to just move on from one to the next. So, so long as I have a list, right? So next one is called a neck extension. It's a backward bending neck extension. I'll read my notes off real quick. Gently extend the neck by looking upward and bringing the head backward while keeping the shoulders and back stationary. Once the head has gone back as far as it can go without increasing pain, try to hold the stretch for 5 seconds before returning the head to neutral position, neutral starting position. So yeah. I'm just gonna tip the head back, keeping my shoulders and I guess my shoulders and body more or less in the same position. So the head's going back as far as it can go. Feeling a stretch at the front of the neck. Feeling a good stretch at the front of the neck this time. Now that I've found my stretch, I'm going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. There's a couple points that get a lot of pressure. And I shouldn't say a lot of pressure, a good amount of pressure. Up here around my chin where it's flexing, and actually in my back where it's contracting, back of the head where it's contracting. There's a fair amount of pressure there. I wouldn't say like an excessive amount of pressure, but I can definitely feel some pressure. So I'm doing 4 sets of that. I just did 1 set, so 3 more to come. Looking straight up, tilting the head back, chin up, back of the head back, as far as it can go. Still going, still stretching, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. that's 2 sets. Got 2 more sets to go. Yeah. Wiggle out a little bit, jiggle it around, and third set coming up. Taking a breath here and bringing that head back and up. Getting the chin up high, the back of the head down low. Trying to maintain the shoulders where they were. Feeling a great stretch to the front of the neck. Good flex to the back of the neck. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. That was the third set. 1 more set to go. I'm going to take a drink of water there. Stretching, I mean, when you stretch, you're opening up, I guess, possibly tearing a little muscle, but you're opening up the muscles. So you want to drink some water or whatever so your body has enough fluids to do whatever it needs to do to slosh your muscles, clean your muscles out. Because you're opening up, it's like opening up a pore. You open up your pores, you want to clean it out. Popping a pimple. I love those pimple popping videos. Anyways, that's a separate subject. All right, last one. Last one of the neck extension backward bending. So the shoulders more or less stay the same. The front, the top, the chin goes up as high as it can go. The back of the head goes down as low as it can go. Feeling a great stretch towards the front. Once I get to where I'm going, I'm going to count for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Whoa. That felt great. All right. Yeah, sometimes these feel okay, and sometimes they feel really good. That felt really good. There's a lot of tension up here. Next up is a neck flexion forward bending. So it's more or less the same, except going forwards this time instead of back. So I'll get started here. I'll just shake my head out a little bit before I get started. And the chin goes straight down. So now the back of the neck is what's stretching. And the chin tucks in as best you can. Shoulders remain at neutral. Once the stretch is gone as far as it can go, count down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I have a little guest dog. I don't know. I like to incorporate him in my stretching, but with my neck stretching, I don't know how he'd be involved. So he's a good dog. He's just not a good stretching dog. He does a great downward dog. I'll have to teach him how to do downward dog on command. He's pretty good about it. All right. So I think that was 1 set of the neck flexion forward bending. So 3 more to go there. Bringing the head straight down. Opening up the back of the neck. Head down, back of the neck opens. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Releasing. So that's 2 forward bending neck flexions. Excuse me. A third one's coming up. Wow, that does feel much better. My neck is moving around way easier. All right, that third set of the neck flexion forward bending coming up. Chin is tucking. Shoulders remain more or less the same. Back of the neck is flexing as best it can, just stretching as best it can. Chin is tucking as best as it can. Once I get to as best stretch I can go to, going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly back up. All right, one more set of the neck flexion, forward bending. Wow, the neck is feeling much better. Still a lot of tightness on the shoulder. I don't know if this tightness on the shoulder is ever going to go away with all the tennis I play. I can feel my muscles here be significantly bigger than my muscles here. And this is relatively new. This was not the case. I started playing tennis a bit more since I've been doing this for about 60, I guess, a few months, let's say. 60 days plus, I haven't done this every day. And this side is so much bigger than this side. It's crazy. Anyways, one more set of neck flexion forward bending coming up here. So back of the neck is stretching. The chin is tucking. More stretching from the back of the neck, more tucking from the front. Once I get to the full stretch, I'm going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. All right. So one more exercise left here. It's called the neck rotation. It's turning side to side. Okay, so I'm just turning over to one side as far as I can go, holding for 5 seconds, turning to the other side, holding for 5 seconds. And there's 4 sets of this coming up. I'm going to start by turning in this direction here. Doesn't really matter what direction. I call this the original direction, this the other side. All right, so turning to the original direction as far as the neck can go. Once I get to where I'm going, I count from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release nice and slow. Go to the other side. Let this side go as far as it can go. Once I get to where I'm going, I'm going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And coming back to neutral. So that's one set. I got 3 more sets of that to go. All right, so here we go. Original side. It's about as far as I'm going to go. I'm keeping my hand, instead of counting, I'll just talk a little bit. I'm keeping my head kind of level so that when I open my eyes, I have them closed right now. I relax a little bit easier with my eyes closed. But when I open my eyes, I'm looking fairly level, not much higher or lower than what my height is really. So I'll switch over to the other side here. And I'm pressing as far as I can in that direction as well. Get a good stretch. Gonna hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So that's 2 sets of the side-to-side neck flex, neck rotation it's called. I don't think I give it. Sometimes, since I pulled this off of the internet, sometimes it has a name on the internet, so I just use that name. And sometimes it doesn't have it. It's just people working out and saying, hey, try this. And so I just give it a name. But this one looks like it's called neck rotation, turning side to side. I'll go with someone else, whatever someone else calls it, before I name it. Naming stuff, it's a chore. All right, neck rotation, turning side to side. I've done 2 sets, 2 more sets to go. My neck feels so much better already. So turning off to the one side, as far as I can go, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, releasing, going over to the other side. Gonna Turn that as far as I can go for the neck. Feeling a little bit of pressure in places around my neck as I try to turn. Nothing terrible. Pressing as hard as I can now. Gonna hold this stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, that was 3 sets of the neck rotation. I got 1 more to go. I just need to tweak some water here. That's it for my water, but I only got 1 more set of this neck rotation. It's surprising how much water I need for the stretching. I usually drink more water for stretching than when I exercise. I wonder if that's true. Anyways, feels like I do. Neck rotation, last set. So standing up straight, shoulders level, bringing my neck over, stretching my neck as far as I can in that one direction, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing nice and slow, coming over to the other side, and really pressing in this direction, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing. That's it. That's my list for the day. I like to close with a forward fold, but before I do my forward fold, I'll go ahead and sign off. I'm JC. This has been Dad Bod with JC. I'm trying to do this every night. Not quite there yet, but I'm getting there. That is coming every night. I'm losing a little weight, and if my calculations are right, in 3 short years, I'll be at my weight goal. So hopefully I'll be seeing you for 3 years. It's going to be a while. All right. Nice forward fold to close the day. The forward folds are nice. It's a full body stretch. It stretches pretty much from the ankles, or the heel actually, through the calves, through the hamstrings, through the waist, lower back, upper back, connecting to the shoulders, the arms, all the way to the fingers, the shoulders again, through the upper back and the neck, the jaw and the head, and the top of the head, release. Take a deep breath, and come back up to neutral, nice and slow. That should do it. We'll see you next time. Thanks.